Couldn't hunt something in multiplayer. Yeah, I basically never play multiplayer in hunting games. I'm not a multiplayer fan in general, and I'm even less of a fan of it in hunting games because, like you said, if you have a noisy friend, it will just ruin your hunts. So change of plans, hunt a friend. Come on, let me inspect it. Thank you. Okay, now we gotta somehow creep up on those birds without them noticing us. Oh, we're already pretty close. But they are moving away from us, which is nice. That's helpful. Let's risk it. I'm gonna put up a stand. And hopefully it won't spook them. Okay, that's the mature female, adult female. 1 star young, 1 star adult, adult female, 1 star adult, and 1 star adult. So completely useless. If you move into a 4th dimension, they should not be able to spot you. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Alright, now I don't care if I spook them because I already know there's nothing useful in there. And I don't want to shoot them willy-nilly in the hopes of getting a low fitness one. The problem is also, if I remember correctly, all of the birds live pretty long. Yeah, 18 years. 19 years. 10 years is okay-ish. But 19 years or 18 years, that's a long time to wait for growing a scope. We've got more of them over there. Of course, now I've got a tree in front of me. One star adult. There's a 1 star mature. Over there. That we can use. That has a good chance of being under 50%. Oh, he's already moved quite a bit. He's over there. There he is. forgot to switch to pellets. We got him with buckshot. Sorry about that. That's a bit overkill for a bird, but hey, it worked. That's another flock. Young, adult, adult, adult. Yeah. Nothing we need. I think this is the flock that we just spooked. Alright. Is there even something left of it? We'll find out now. We're about to find out. $19.16%. Lovely. That goes straight into my taxidermy. Oh, there is actually a fair bit still available. Taxidermy. Alright, that's one bird down. 3 birds left to go. One star adult, 1 star young. 1 star adult, 1 star young. There's nothing we need in there. So many fucking scope around here. And not a single duck. But 19%, oof. That was a good call. That flock should be thanking us for taking that one out of the gene pool. In real life, that would not have survived the next winter. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's too far away. Can't see those. It's fine. Let's see if we can spot something from the hunting stand. Maybe get a shot in. And if not, we continue to what I assume is another campsite, because it's at the end of one of those roads. Oh, maybe I found something to do. Okay, what is it, Eflogia? Yeah, there's nothing here. It's completely dead. Got a moose over there. And another moose over here. And another moose over there. But all of them far out of range. Like, I can't even see what they are. And we're in an area where the moose are all super big, so I'm not gonna shoot something willy-nilly. You're the one recommending me Mass Effect, right? I'm not sure if I did, but I would not be surprised if I did, because Mass Effect is amazing. Mass Effect is really great. So if I did recommend it to you, I won't be surprised. You told me the end was crap though. Yes, that does sound like me. That does sound like me telling you that. But yeah, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is in the Game Pass. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I would still recommend playing the series. Just if you can, if you have the option to use mods, install the Mass Effect Happy Ending mod before you start the Mass Effect 3 content. Or, you know, if you want to experience the original ending in all its glory, then by all means. I've only played the third one and didn't like the ending at all, and I was surprised how many people who played them also didn't like it. Yeah. Mass Effect is basically the Game of Thrones of video games, where everybody watched the first season or played the first game and went, dude, this is so great, you gotta play this, you gotta watch this is amazing, this is the best thing since sliced bread, what the fuck, this is so cool, this game is amazing, 10 out of 10, no notes, appreciate it. And then the second season and the third season, or in this case Mass Effect 2, hit, and everybody was like, whoa, it got even better, it's amazing, this is awesome, I wanna see how this ends. And then you get to the final season or the last hour of Mass Effect and you're like, what the fuck was that? It really is like that. It's absolutely amazing. I removed my headset when you started talking about Game of Thrones. I'm watching it. I know I'm late. I did not put any spoilers. Specifically, I did not put any spoilers. I don't consider the fact that nobody liked the ending to be a spoiler, because all you need to do is watch the ratings for the seasons and you already know, even without knowing any of the plot. But yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, I was not giving any story spoilers, Evlogia. I was just talking about the reception of the seasons, not the actual content of them. So... But yeah, Mass Effect had a very similar arc in that regard. Like, the first game was great, the second game most people said was even better. Personally, I prefer the first game. I think the first one is better than the second one, but different strokes for different folks, you know. Mass Effect 2 is still a great game. And Mass Effect 3 was one of the first, like, fully paid titles that went all in on microtransactions and such, and that was already pretty bad. But then they butchered the ending as well, and that just kind of killed whatever interest anybody had in it. And Mass Effect Andromeda didn't really help much in that regard. And since then, BioWare hasn't exactly done itself any favors with Veilguard and... what was the other one? Anthem. Yeah. Do you guys remember Anthem? Oh my god. Alright. Campsite. No missions. Cool. We're gonna teleport down here, and then we're gonna go up to this one. And then this one, and then we make our way north and see what we've got. Oh no, actually, let's do it differently. Let's teleport here, go this way, and then up north here towards this. They did that with Dead Space 3 and it was so damn bad. I do, sadly. I played the alpha and beta and I thought that idea was good, but as it is, it's bad. Yeah. I also didn't play Dead Space, should I? I haven't played Dead Space either. I also still have a bunch of classics in my Wheel of Games list that I've never played, like the first Assassin's Creed, and Bioshock is in there as well. Like, I appreciate my my list of games for actually getting me into games that I really should have gotten into like 10 years ago. Like, my copy for Skyrim that I streamed last year was actually a copy from 2011. Okay. I bought that game, no, 2012. I bought that game on a summer sale in 2012. And then I didn't touch it for another 12 years before I actually streamed it. It's like, I am so late to the party. But now I finally get all the memes, so that's good. Absolutely, the first remake is excellent and the second game is incredible. Third one is considered the worst one, but playing in co-op is actually a lot of fun because the two-player characters see different things for reasons I'm not going to spoil. Dead Space 1 remake is the only remake I can think of that replaced the original game completely because of how well they remade everything. Nice. For me, that was Tomb Raider 1 through 3 until till they added the challenge mode. Then it became a case of I'm glad that I play this on Steam, where I can roll back to previous versions and edit my app manifest file so that the game will never, ever, 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 ever try to update. Because, oh my god. Oh, that's more or less a scope. That's a big flock, though. 1-star adult, 1-star adult. Because yeah, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered was so good. It was just straight up graphical upgrade. You could still go back to the original graphics if you wanted. The FPS was much better. You had a new game plus mode. You had achievements. They brought in some quality of life changes from previous games. Like in the first game, you couldn't roll, but since you could roll in you could not roll in the air, but since you could roll in the air in Tomb Raider 2 and 3, they just added that to Tomb Raider 1 Remastered. So it was really, really good. And then they added the stupid challenge mode on top of it, and it immediately went to like, no, this ain't it, Chief. Kept the bugs. Yes, they kept the bugs, but only the bugs that were actually useful or funny. Because Tomb Raider also had bugs that were not useful or funny. Oh, there is actually a 1-star mature. There's no way I'm hitting that from 90 meters away, though. Can we get any closer into the water? Not really. 80 meters. Can I hit that from 80 meters with the shotgun? Kinda doubt it. Which one do I even need? This one. There's a Sitka deer. I'm gonna see if I can get around this lake. I feel like the horror genre is either indie stuff or Resident Evil, and every other larger title just failed in some way. As much as I like the Resident Evil series, I want more AAA games in the genre. Yeah, the only other one that I can think of that's really big there is Silent Hill. And Silent Hill, at least 1 and 2, were really, really creepy and really, really good. Favorite Resident Evil: Resident 7, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 1 Remaster. Confession, I have never played any of the Resident Evil games. This will shock absolutely nobody. So the mature one is this one. Yeah, okay. The one that trails behind at the end there. 60 meters might be doable. Let's go. Like Silent Hill F a lot actually, but playing through the game 4 times for the mini ending was a bit much because of the Souls-like-ish combat. The game boiled down to me waiting for the monsters to hit me so I can perfect dodge them, and that sucks the horror out of the game. But the concept of 4 endings with different dialogues and cutscenes as well as bosses was amazing. Yeah. I must admit I'm a complete wuss when it comes to horror games, so I don't remember much of the time that I played Silent Hill 2, but I remember it was really scary. I played it on my brother's PS2 back in the day. And different endings are always a plus. Like one of my... And thankfully the game let you know if the cutscene you were about to skip had new things or not, so you know if you can skip it. Oh, nice. Yeah. One of my favorite games from my childhood days, one of my favorite RPGs from the 90s is Lands of Lore 2. And that one, even though it was made in like 1997, also had multiple playstyles, multiple endings, like 5 different endings, depending on if you played a goody two-shoes or an evil character. And it had some features in there that, honestly, I wish modern games would finally fucking implement, because it's really not that difficult. If a game from 1997 can do it, you can do it too, goddammit.